From author Brian K. Morris comes a classic hero in a high-flying, fast-paced, and action-packed steampunk adventure. The original Skyman battles the Master of Steam with an introduction by comics icon and historian Roy Thomas. A Rising Tide, an Ace Comics publication. Available now in print or digital format on Amazon.com. Stormgate Press presents a collection of 7 new short stories from today's leading authors and illustrators in the new pulp genre. Experience courageous two-fisted heroes and their intrepid and often dangerous exploits. From dark, watery depths to high-flying heights, these fantastic tales span the globe and take the reader on fast-paced adventures in classic pulp style. Take a seat as we pull back the curtain on days gone by with edge-of-your-seat storytelling in the vein of Golden Age era pulp fiction. This is Pulp Reality.
Now comes the part where we throw our heads back and laugh. Ready?
Ready!
Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore with your host, Brian K. Morris, independent publisher, freelance hybrid author, award-winning playwright, and former mortician's assistant. Beware. Beware! That might not be a phone jingling in your pocket. Join the Nevermorians for morning mischief and madness at 10 a.m. Eastern, 9 Central. Your sense of humor is the only thing you need to wear.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore for Wednesday, November 11th, 11/11/2020. And happy Veterans Day to everyone. Our salute to everyone who gave their lives and gave their time in service to this country. I think it's Veterans Day. If not, I'm either late or in advance of it. But anyway, thank you for showing up here. I'm your host, Brian K. Morris, because nobody else is bragging to be me. And whether you're watching us live and can interact with me, that's awesome. Or if you're watching us on the reruns, that's even better because, well, actually, it's not, because we'd love to interact with you and have a conversation. But, you know, it's pretty cool that you spend some time with us. We really appreciate that. And if you're watching on Facebook on the Indie Event, which, by the way, is going on all this week, we've participated in a couple shows, including last night's Clever Tile Pending and Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. But check out Indie Event, INDEE event.com, and check out the schedule for the rest of the week. It's going on until Friday. You're going to have a good time. But if you're watching on the Indie Event Facebook page or the Rising Tide Publications page, welcome. Please give the page a like, because it means a lot to us, and it helps our visibility in being searched out and everything. And thank you to Ted Davies for sharing this video. Appreciate you, brother. And also, if you're watching on YouTube, if you're watching on the Brian K. Morris Rising Tide Publications page or the Geek Insider page, we really appreciate it. If you like what you see here, please smash that thumbs up button and please consider subscribing. It takes just a second. It costs you nothing. And in fact, we'd love it if you rang that little bell, because then you'll get 30 minutes notification of whenever we go live on the air. And you never know when it's going to happen. We also want to say that this episode is sponsored by Plasma Fire Graphics, when the look of your book matters to you, and also by Stormgate Press. Please check out Pulp Reality #1 with some great talent in there. You saw the ad earlier on, and I'm part of them. I'm maybe not the great talent, but I'm okay. I do all right. Anyway, we've got some really great names in there, and really looking forward to getting that out before you. Anyway, check out stormgatepress.com for more details, all right? Or author Charles F. Millhouse presents. So anyway, this show is also powered by geekinsider.com. Check out their amazing broadcasts on YouTube, and also by Rising Tide Publications. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for sitting through all that. Hey, hope you checked out last night's couple shows we did in combination with the Indie Event. Legend of the Traveling TARDIS, where we talked about holidays and the Doctor. And it turned out really well. Christian, Basil, Melanie, always a delight to be with you guys. And also we did Clever Title Pending last night with Bobby Nash and Jim Beard, two incredibly talented and hilarious authors. And I swear I have not laughed so much as I did when I was doing that show. If you haven't checked it out, please do. Those two are a treat, and they also had a lot to teach. So please, if you want to level up your publishing and writing game, you need to catch that episode. It's available on our YouTube playlist for Clever Title Pending, as well as the Rising Tide Publications page on Facebook. So anyway, let's get to your comments, because to heck with me, I'm boring. You guys are fun. Oh, especially talk about fun. Hey there, Sarah. Glad to see you, sweetheart. Hope your morning's going well. And good morning, Multiverse. John B. Pica, the storyteller. Glad to see you. Saw your post this morning for your Patreon page. That made me so happy. And also Brian Wensloff, Brian Rodman. Gentlemen, thank you for sharing this video. I definitely appreciate it. You guys totally rock. And if I haven't said your name and you shared this, please, I've got a little notice in the corner of my screen that tells me when somebody does that, but it doesn't always tell me who. So hashtag technology. But anyway, John B. Pica, glad you are creating, man. I knew you couldn't stay down forever. That makes me happy. And good morning from Carl Witzman on YouTube. Glad to see you here as always, sir. Thank you for your screen capture talents last night. And hey, Sarah, this is John B. Pica. And hey, Carl. And John and Carl. And there is the lovely and delightful Carleen on YouTube. Mwah, glad to see you, hon. Hope you're doing well this morning. John B. Pica says, I finally had enough strength to put pen to paper and resume work on my League of Impossibles webcomic last night. Yes, I knew it, John. I knew you couldn't stay away, and I'm grateful. I really am. A whole bunch of people are going to be glad that you found your mojo again as far as creating. And definitely, if you want to check out what John is doing, go to patreon.com and check out Impossibilists. That's his page on Patreon, and it's a cool page. He's got a lot of stuff there. I'm still going through all that. And let's put that up here, because you need to know about my monthly. No, not that one. The other one. There we go. Sign for my monthly newsletter. It comes out the first of the month and the next one will be December, and it's going to be cool. It's going to be fun. And also talk about Patreon. I have a Patreon page too that even $1 will get you something. $1 a month. Joe McKeel, thank you for sharing this video, brother. It's so very much appreciated. Also, $2 a month will get you sneak peeks at some of our videos before we put them on YouTube, as well as get to look at a work in progress, my first draft flash fiction novel that we're working on for National Novel Writing Month. It's going to be fun. Christian Basil, my brother, thank you for having me on the show, and thank you so much for sharing this video. Much appreciated. But anyway, so there's a lot of cool things to be seen on Patreon. Please check it out, and your support is always appreciated. And let's see here. And everyone's saying hello to Carly, such as John B. Pica and Sarah. And great, John, says Carl Witzman. I agree, man. That's a sign you're getting better, my friend. And great to hear, John, says Sarah. And that is great, John, says Carleen. I agree. And Magi Jake Lindsay on Facebook says, hi, my friend. How are you? I am fine, sir. How are you this morning? And Magi Jake realized that the key to acceptance is having a smooth pate. like a couple of us do around here, and so he has shaved his head, or pretty much so. And happy weird day off in the middle of the week. Cindy Cap, how'd you get a day off? Aren't you essential services or something? Anyway, Cindy Cap, mwah, thank you for your amazing questions last night, and thank you to everyone who supplied questions. We're just the three, Bobby Nash and Jim Beard and I are sorry we couldn't get to all of them. Otherwise, the show would have been about 6 hours long. But anyway, it was a fun show. Hope you all enjoyed it. And if you haven't seen it, hope you'll go back and look at it in our archives, whether it's on YouTube or on Facebook. Much appreciated. Or if you wait long enough, it will show up on iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, or Spotify, because that's where we put that show when we're done. And there he is, Charles F. Millhouse. Good morning, one and all. Charles, good to see you, sir. Looking forward to getting my package from you. Anyway, hi, Jinx, is Charles at Millhouse, and Ted Davies, there he is. Good morning, all. He brings the covfefe. I bring the smiles, because I've got covfefe. And it's Tim Hortons this morning, folks, so wow. Anyway, check out TedDaviesArtistry.com, Ted Davies Artistry on Facebook, and also Ted Davies Artistry. A theme begins to emerge on YouTube, where he's got all kinds of great content, such as a wonderful monthly cigar appreciation program he does with our own Carl Witzman. We are claiming Carl, even if Carly doesn't. And also some great interviews with creative people. He's just a great broadcaster, and he's also got a brand new podcast that you guys got to check out on Spotify, I think it is. It is fantastic because he is fantastic. And speaking of fantastic, how are you, my friend Charles F. Millhouse, as Magi Jake and Grant Lankard? Hey, good to see you, Grant. Hope your morning's going well, brother. And Ted says Charles F. Millhouse. And Magi Jake says, I got to hold a girl's hand yesterday. It was epic. Well, cool. I hope there was a girl attached to the past the wrist, man. It's because we had some conversation last night during the show. It was a little. So I guess I'm still in that mode. But anyway, no, good for you, man. Good for you. Hopefully, eventually you get to hold more than that. And hanging in there, brothers, says Charles at Millhouse. That's all we can do. It is the middle of the week. And Grant Lankard says, some mornings you just wake up in a good mood. Not sure why. Hope everyone else is happy. I am. Cookie actually went back to work yesterday. She's still her injury is still annoying her, but otherwise she is managing. I am trying to help her as best I can. I'm getting good at massage, so these hands are magic. Anyway, but no, she's doing well, and I had a productive day typing, getting some business done, and I just had a real good day yesterday, and it was capped off last night. I got to spend some time with Christian and Melanie and three other wonderful people on the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS last night. That's another show I really recommend you watch, because if you're a fan of Doctor Who, you're going to dig the show. Lots of laughs, lots of fun. And one of the smoothest shows out there. And Christian's going, which one's that again? Anyway, but no, it was a great time. Had so much fun. As always, when I'm on the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS, you'll have fun too. Please watch it, all right? And also, if you haven't already, please go to the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS page and give that page a like. They have passed up 40,000 likes, 40,000 subscribers on their Facebook page, and we want to get them to 50,000 by Thanksgiving, all right? And it can be done, but only with your help. And then last night we had a great, clever title pending, and also this coming week will be fun too, because we are going to have the only Brian Rodman and Jeremy Woodring of the Dastardly Dingoes podcast. We're going to talk about podcasting. Brian is also a comic book creator, and Jeremy is a video artist, and so please, we got a lot of ground we can cover, so please bring your awesome questions to next Tuesday's Clever Title Pending at 8 p.m., 7 p.m. Central Time. Magi Jake Lindsay says, Charles F. Millhouse, same here, my friend. The world is crazy nowadays. But as Batman once said in a story by Steve Englehart, my world goes crazy sometimes, but I don't. Well, actually, that's a lie. I'm crazy half the time. And then the other half, I'm just insane. Anyway, Ted Davies says, I have a new video on my YouTube channel. Yes, check out the great group from Catalyst Comics as I interview them and show them the human side. Ted is a superb interviewer. He really is. He's not manic like I am. He's not prone to cackling as I am, but he has an incredible show. Please check out his channel and please subscribe to that thing. That man should be at 6,000 subscriptions by now, so please do your part. And Cindy Cap says, because you need fun stuff to read, check out Smashwords. Thank you very much, Cindy Cap. Also, while you're at it, folks, here's the best kept secret in literature. Cindy Cap is an amazing talent. Please check out her work on Amazon. Also on bearpublications.com. Her brand new book, Animal Eye, is awesome, and she is awesome. I adore her. I do. And Brian Rodman, who will be on Tuesday with Jeremy Woodring on Clever Title Penning, says, good morning, my fellow Brian and Nevermorians. Let the covfefe flow through our Humpty Hump Day veins as we sluggishly slink into the backside of the week. And 50 Shades of Christian and hashtag I'm so sleepy. Hashtag Brian, you shouldn't let your guard down and sleep around Christian and myself. You know what I'm saying? We could cure your hiccups. Anyway, glad you're here, Brian. So glad you're here. Check out brianrodman.com. He's got some really cool comics out that you need to read. And Magi Jake, don't forget to tip the host. Thank you, Magi Jake. I appreciate that. Let's put up that banner. Here we go, and thank you for that reminder, Jake. And if you like what you see and hear on this channel, we do have a chip. We have a chip on our shoulder. No, we have a tip jar. Oh, I haven't drank enough coffee apparently. Anyway, those late hours are getting to me, I'm glad to say. But no, and thank you to somebody who just shared our video, but I didn't get a chance to see the name. So please accept my apologies for missing your name, but please accept my gratitude for your actions. But anyway, yes, we have a tip jar. It's paypal.me/risingtidebkm. And if you like what you see and hear here, the money that goes into that tip jar goes strictly into improving the look of our videos, the sound of our videos, and the look of our publications. So it will show up. It doesn't just go into my pizza fund. Okay, you know what I'm saying? I have to feed the turtles on my own. Cindy Cap, and I'm also on Amazon. So is Cindy Cap. And please sign up for Cindy Cap's amazing newsletter at ckoepp.com. She is an amazing talent and a good friend, and we love her to death. We're glad you're here this morning. Glad you get a morning off. You deserve it. And we got all kinds of cool and delightful people coming up here, and we will get to your comments because I'm already behind because you guys are so awesome. And anyway, there he is, Christian Basil. Arise, Wednesday Morris monster, arise and bring us over of the valley of the humps. Cross the cleavage of the Dolly Bardens, round down south, cross the sacred bush of the Gyna. I wonder what he means by that. Fly us higher and further than an unemployed student in Colorado and move us closer to the world of the weekend. Now comes the part where we throw our heads back and laugh. Ready? Ready. I love you, Christian. That's funny. That's great. What does he mean by God? Anyway, good morning, everyone. Happy Hump Day. TyroneTonyReedJr.com. Please check out that page. And thank Tony for sponsoring yesterday's, or actually Monday's, Clever Tile Penning. And advertising opportunities are available. Please contact me via Facebook Messenger or BrianKevinMorris@gmail.com, and we'll get our rate card to you. But anyway, Tyrone Tony Reed Jr., good to have you here. Check out his Solad series. It is cool. I'm going to give you a free reading here, okay? When Kevin Edwards and his ex-girlfriend Juanita Grayson arrive on Dark Earth, a world ruled by demons, all they want to know is why. In order to learn the answers and save the world, Kevin and Juanita are each given a ring that transforms them into the superpowered beings Angelo and Angeline, soldiers of light against darkness, to begin their mission to end the Demon Master's reign. As the war rages on, the heroes come face to face with their mortality, humanity, spirituality, and destinies. If Kevin and Juanita want to save the people of Dark Earth from evil and get back home alive, they will have to embrace the light and fight while discovering their frightening connection to the Demon Master. Check out the Solad Books series on Amazon today, and also follow Tyrone Tony Reed Jr. on TyroneTonyReedJr.com. Thank you, my friend, for that. And Charles F. Millhouse, who probably didn't know he was, he probably didn't know he was sponsoring today's show, but he is. Stormgate Press has a guest blogger. Kelly Austin lets us into her origins as a writer. Kelly's first published story will be in the pages of Pulp Reality #1. Check out her post on that link at blog.stormgatepress.com. A reflection on inspiration by Kelly. That is definitely a must read. I'm going to make a note of that and blog for Charles. Okay. I've got to remember to write my blog. Anyway, please check it out and check out Pulp Reality. A fantastic publication I'm looking forward to seeing. And a lot of your Nevermorian friends are in it, not just Charles F. Milhouse, but also Bobby Nash will have a team up of his Sky Ranger meeting Charles F. Milhouse's Captain Hawkland. I am supplying a brand new Captain Hawkland story, and I'm already lined up for issue 2. And then Kelly Austin will be in there, Clayton Merwin, Clyde Hall, Rick Bradley. I think Rick Bradley's in there. I believe so. And just some amazing people. And also, if you checked out the trailer that we ran on the top of the show, that was also by Plasma Fire Graphics. When the look of your book matters to you, so hire that guy. All right. And Christian Basil #Hookie Kringboom. Well, thank you for that. We are trying to kring her bone as soon as possible. Anyway, Grant Lanker, when I told my wife I was in a good mood, she suggested I not read any news. Yeah. Even though, the election is pretty much over. I mean, come on. Not to get political here, but the lawsuits are flying and they're getting shot down as fast as they appear. Philip DeFranco a couple nights ago on his YouTube show had had some court video from one of the attempts to put something, one of the president's counsel trying to get some of the votes either suppressed or thrown out. Way to support the democratic process, guys. And she basically was in a WTF mood during the thing. It's like, really, guys? This is what you're asking? Forget it. Out of here. So it was, but even so, it's like I was happy on Saturday because we finally had a winner called in the election. And then, of course, on Sunday, we lost Alex Trebek, the longtime record-setting host of Jeopardy. It's... it kind of balances out, but right now, the news is kind of wacky. And it gets even worse during a political year, of which this is. And I think there are still like 2 House or Senate seats that are going to have to go into a special runoff election in January. So, but January 20th, we are going to see a brand new administration who is already vowing that he is going to get tough on COVID, which makes me happy. Plus, also, I'm hearing that there could be a viable viable binary immunization process, or at least hopefully by the end of the year, the end of not this year, but 2021. So keep looking up, guys and gals. It's getting better. It will get better. And Teresa Dunn, good morning, all. Today is a beautiful day. Mwah, Teresa Dunn, it sure is, mostly because you're here. Teresa shared with me some of her success. She just recently released her brand new book, Poetry Expressions 2, and she is not only the author of said volume, she is also the publisher. Teresa has dipped her toe into the publishing waters and already is selling books faster than she can get the inventory into her house. So way to go, Teresa. Please congratulate Teresa. And Nicholas Tucker, good morning, Nevermorians. As we scale the hump of the midweek, remember, the blessings of the mighty Manatee Man are upon you. And also check out a couple of Clever Tile Pendings ago where we had Nick Tucker on, and OMG, the energy was flowing that night. So very cool. What a great guy. And very talented too. Please check out the Historical Fencing Guild on Friday nights at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern on YouTube. It is a fun show. Nick has a wonderful show. I won't be able to watch it this week because I'm actually going to be helping Master Ron Fitzgerald with his Friday night. He's going to have a Friday the 13th special. He's going to do some magic. He's got some great interviews lined up with a couple of actors, including Kajolsha Ona Carol, our dear friend from who is the real life Queen of the Paranormal. Check out queenoftheparanormal.com. She's a lovely lady, and she's also won a role in a film. Man, we're proud of her. But anyway, we're proud of Nick, and he's going to have a fun show that I will catch on the rerun. It's going to be a good time. So check out the Historical Fencing Guild, if you would, please. And Carl Witzman, good morning, Teresa. And hello, Teresa. It's gotten cold today. Feels more like November. You'd think it was November out. What the hell, right? All right, Sarah. That's like, who the hell thought it would get cold in November? It's like, I'm in Indiana. Aren't we immune to that sort of thing? Anyway, Christian Basil, hashtag 50 Shades of Brian's Rodman. Oh, you're confusing me with that guy that was played with Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan on the Chicago Bulls, aren't you? And I don't dress anywhere near as well as he does. I don't look anywhere near as good in a wedding dress as Brian Rodman. But anyway, hello, hi, Teresa from Carlene. And Cindy Kemp says, you might even find stuff to read there. I guarantee you will. Check out Cindy Kemp. That's CKOEPP.com. Check out her website. Subscribe to her amazing newsletter, which will probably come out in a couple of weeks. Trust me, it'll be worth it. You'll thank me for it. I promise. And anyway, she's got some amazing books that oh my God, they sound so good. I gotta get my lips to move faster so I can read some of this stuff. And which band do you like more, Mercy Me or Casting Crowns? I haven't listened to either in depth, but I like them both. I think I've heard more Casting Crowns than I have anything else. I will tell you who I have been listening to in the last week. I found some more videos from Dragon Force. I love Dragon Force. It's a metal band. I mean, speed metal. It is like speed metal personified. Amazing guitar work, but it was this as if the lyrics were written by Robert E. Howard, who created Conan the Barbarian. Things about epic battles and triumph of the right over evil, and it's just like, oh my God. And I mean, Cookie even loves them. She is more of a show tunes big band kind of gal, but we listen to Dragon Force a lot, and I've also listened to a bit of Avenged Sevenfold, which is some of it ain't going to wind up on your playlist, Magi Jake, but they take a lot of their imagery from the Bible, and some of it's a bit creepy and eerie, but it's not just Vampirella if you're a War and Comics fan. But it's good stuff, and they're great musicians. Brian Rodman, Christian Basil, that is brilliant. And good morning, feeling great today. Teresa Dunn tells us from Facebook. I am glad to hear that. I really am. Charles F. Millhouse, keep up to date with all things Charles F. Millhouse and Stormgate Press. Please check it out. That is going to be fun. I'm looking forward to seeing Pulp Reality #1, and also be watching starting December 1st. There's going to be a lot of stuff going on, including a very special episode of Clever Tile Pen. Oh, by the way, Charles F. Millhouse, I arranged for someone to be on the show. Bobby Nash is in. All right. I meant to send you a note this morning. I'll try to remember to send you a note later about it to confirm. But anyway, device will restart to update outside of active hours. Okay, we're going to reboot this computer later today, it looks like. That's always fun. Anyway, but anyway, please follow Stormgate Press. Oh, and also December 12th, Charles F. Millhouse and I will be appearing at Comics Cubed in Kokomo, Indiana, from 12 to 4, and I am so looking forward to it. That is going to be so much fun, hanging out with Charles and with Sean D. Hilton, and visiting that amazing comic shop of his. In fact, Geek Street is really something in Kokomo, because they not only have a great comic book shop there on this block, on the same block, they also have a bookstore, a music store, and a toy store. It's incredible. It really is. and it's a fun place to be. And across the street is an Irish pub, so it's like I need not go any further. Anyway, Teresa Dunn says, "You want some good news to start out your November?" Teresa D. Dunn, that's her, has a brand new book released, Poetry Expressions 2. The first book was so good it had to have a sequel. Now with more poetry. It's available from Amazon in paperback, and the ebook will be out soon. So check out Poetry Expressions 2. It is a great, great book. You will enjoy it a lot. And Cindy Cap says, and if you want to squish robots and find out how to use a sword simulating object, you'll want to go here. Check out Mr. Nicholas Anthony Tucker on Amazon, because he is awesome and he needs to be checked out. Christian Basil, hashtag bring Cookie home, and hashtag bring me to Sarah's dungeon. Oh, there we go. And I want pictures. I want video. I want to hear his screams for mercy. Anyway, good morning, Nevermorians. Stay tuned for cooking tips. Thank you, Joe McKeel. Chef McKeel is in the house. But while you're waiting for Friday's episode of Nevermind the Furthermore, check out tomorrow night, 9 p.m., 8 p.m. Central, Stupid O'Clock. One of my favorite shows. It really is. Great conversation, great fun to be had, and it's just a good time. It's the after hours conversation at a con that just starts someplace and goes on tangents, and it's always fun to listen to intelligent people talk, and this show has no end of them, and I sit there in absolute awe of their intelligence, and they keep asking me to come on. I think they're trying to dumb down the show or something, so as long as I have enough coffee, I will be fine. I will be fine. And Bill Field is watching. Bill Field, glad to see you. And Brian Wensloff, glad to see you as well, brother. Hope all is well. And there he is now. Bill Field. Charles Millhouse is fantastic, just as you are, BK. Bill Field, thank you so much, man. And you are amazing yourself, my dear ombudsman, sir, you. But anyway, yeah, Charles is amazing. He's an amazing writing talent, and you'll love Pulp Reality #1. I'm really looking forward to it. And Jake, check out the Irish group Westlife. I think you'll like their stuff. Oh yeah. I've heard Westlife, yeah. And Charles F. Millhouse says, "Why, thank you, Bill." And Grant Lankard says, my wife just asked me what I was listening to. If you thought I could talk a lot, you guys are in trouble if she starts listening. Grant, bring her on. Bring her on. I'm already behind in the comments by, holy cats, half an hour. Dang, you guys are, I'm going to try to whip through these. I'm sorry, folks, but we get to talking, and you know what happens. Jake Lindsay says, Brian Wesloff, send me a link and DM afterwards. Sounds awesome. That is great. And hashtag applauds John B. Pica, Christian Basil, as we all do, man. Way to go, John. Way to bounce back. And it's just the truth, bro Chacho. Bill, much love, man. Seriously, it makes me happy every time I see you here. You are great. And speaking of someone that makes me happy, there's Willow Schuyler, who I got to share a pillow with, along with Michaela Jade. Dear Penthouse Forum, I never thought this would happen to me. Good morning, and a very huge thank you to our veterans for your service. Definitely. On this day, we do want to salute all of our veterans who, as I said at the top of the show, gave their lives and their time in the service of this country. And you will always have our appreciation. I never served in the armed services. I think I'm the first member of the Morris clan who did not. I had ethical reasons for not doing it. I'm a Vietnam War era guy, and I still don't know why we were there. But anyway, but I do incredibly respect the people who had the courage to go. So, and the people who took time out of their lives to serve in the military. My uncle, like I said, all my uncles and my father were part of the military, and their parents before them. So we salute you, veterans. We really do. We would not be here, and we would not have the liberties and freedoms we have if not for you. Sarah's from YouTube says, good morning, Willow. And Cindy Cap says, the hat in Hero's best friend. When a spy is keeping his secrets under his hat, Cloud, the umbrella cockatoo, has to retrieve it with the help of her tiny cousin, Cindy Cap. Check out her work. She is amazing. She's on Amazon. She is a delight. You will love it. And good morning, Brian. Feeling great today. Teresa Dunn reiterates from Facebook. Glad to see you. And do you want some good news to start out your November? Teresa D. Dunn has a brand new book release, Poetry Expressions 2, and the first book was so good, you know it had to have a sequel. Now with more poetry, you'll like this, Christian. It's bigger and thicker this time around. So anyway, check out that book on Amazon. You'll be glad you did. And Jeffrey Hayes, good morning to you, PlasmaFireGraphics.com. Thank you to all who served in our military services on this Veterans Day. Check out PlasmaFireGraphics.com. If you liked what you saw at the top of the show, and if you missed the top of the show, look at what they can do for you. All right, we'll scroll down to what's turning out to be a very complicated playlist here. Anyway, check out the work of Jeffrey Hayes and Plasma Fire Graphics when the look of your book matters to you. Plasma Fire Graphics, when the look of your book matters to you. Thank you for your sponsorship of today's episode. And Ken Murphy, see you're here, brother. Good to see you, brother. Hope you're having a fantastic morning. Much love to you and the family. Hope you guys are staying safe and happy. And hey, Ted Davies, says Bill Field. And Brian Wesloff says, Brian, I think I found another Reels and Heels episode perfect for you. December 19th, famous spaceships. Sign me up then. I forgot to write you yesterday. But yeah, well, I have a signing on the 12th, and I was supposed to be on Reels and Heels. I am making the adjustment right now. 2:15 p.m. Eastern Time on Saturday, December 19th. Reels and Heels. I can do this one. Famous spaceships. All right. All right, famous spaceships. All right, Brian, I'm considering it a deal. Thank you, Brian. Appreciate that. I don't normally do business on the air. I don't like doing that. I think it's amateurish. But anyway, we will talk. We'll talk. But anyway, pencil me in for the 19th. All right, and I promise I will save that day for you. All right, you deserve it. I work for a large bank, and Veterans Day is a not work day. Okay. That's right, you do. Okay. I was wondering how you got a day off. Well, good for you. And speaking of good for you, you need to buy the work of Kathy Jackson. Mwah! Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Kathy Jackson. If you love romance, if you love a little bit of heat, you'll love the work of Kathy Jackson. Yours to Love, Jericho's Walls, the Coffee series, written on his heart. Yeah, I got it right this time. Anyway, please check it out. And also, she's working on the sequel written on her heart. So anyway, she's an incredible talent. Please check out the work of Kathy Jackson. She is amazing, and I love her. Wow. Glad to see you. And good morning, Sarah, says Willow Schuyler. And Carl Witzman says, hey, Willow, saw part of your show last night until, well, you probably know when I left. Uh-oh. I'm gonna have to watch. Well, I love Willow and her shows anyway. So, and I was on Pillow Talk a couple weeks ago. Please check that out. Michaela Jade and I were fascinating. And hey, Charles, Bill, and Carl. They were a 60s folk trio, weren't they? Charles, Bill, and Carl. Anyway, Cindy Cap, don't forget to tip your host. Thank you, Cindy. Mwah. And as mentioned earlier, we do have a tip jar. All contributions will be privately and gratefully acknowledged. And any amount you want to send is more than welcome, and every penny of it will go to the look of our books and our broadcasts. So anyway, check them out, and I can only hope, says Magic Jake. Yeah. And Brian says, Nick Tucker, I have a humble request. Is it possible to enable captions on the YouTube channel? Well, if you mean like what we've got here, yes, in StreamYard you are able confirm it for me, but anyone watching on YouTube, but I believe we can, because everything is done through StreamYard, and that's what broadcasts onto the platform YouTube. But yeah, unless you're talking about closed captions, I think they've got like an automated service now, kind of like Facebook does, and it's one of the reasons I have been working on my diction because sometimes I start saying stuff on there, and their closed captioning is, like I said, it's automatic, and they have no clue what I'm talking about, and it could get a little dicey. But anyway, I'm sure, but we can talk about that, Nick. Well, let's look into that, Nicholas, okay? And good morning, Nevermorians. Rick Bradley, superstar. It is good to see you, sir. Glad you were at the show last night with Bobby Nash and Jim Beard. Thank you again to everyone who showed up for that. That was a howl. Did anyone else have as much? You couldn't have had as much fun as I did. And the after show, I just wish it could have gone on longer. See, that's the thing. A lot of the time we have an after show where we talk, we stop recording, we stop broadcasting, but it's a good time. We get to let our hair down, such as mine is, and just talk candidly, and learned a lot from those two, man, alive. But also check out Jim Beard's page today, because he is working on a project, Flinch Books, which is Jim Beard and John C. Bruning. John C. Bruning, by the way, will be on a Clever Title Pending in a couple of weeks. Anyway, they do Flinch Books, and they are working with Bobby Nash on a new project that they are announcing today, and they teased it last night. Also, if you watched last night, Jim Beard is working on a Green Hornet novel. Yeah, the Green Hornet for Moonstone Books. I'm so excited to get that book. I really am. And hashtag patreon.com. Brian K. Morris, thank you, Magi Jake. I do appreciate that. And we do appreciate everyone that contributes to our Patreon page. Pardon me. For those of you who may not be familiar, Patreon is a way you can support your favorite creators on a monthly basis. And for as low as $1, you get something from me. For instance, you will be listed on all of our publications, including our upcoming audio book for Santa Stein. Your name will be immortalized in audio forever. And plus, we are planning to do reprints of some of our books. And when we do, your name will go in there if you're an active patron at the time of publication. And then $5 a month gets you advanced looks at some of our videos that we'll be posting on YouTube. It's not just Nevermind the Furthermore and Clever Title Pending, which are live. So we can't post it there first. But anyway, we are going to be doing some extra content that we hope you will enjoy. And we'll be letting our $5 a month patrons and higher see those videos first. And we'll also sneak a few out to the dollar people, because we do love you. We do appreciate you. But you can pledge any amount you want. And at $10, although we haven't seeded that level yet, we're still working on that. Or Cookie is. We're going to put up PDFs of all of our works. All right. So anyway, patreon.com is a good, and also we can have a discussion on there. Also, you will be able to give input into our first draft flash fiction novel, which is working out rather well, I will say. But no, we've got a lot going on Patreon, and it's been a joy. I've really enjoyed it. I love the interaction I have with my friends there. Plus, it's a safe zone. We do have a $1,000 level. If you pledge $1,000 a month, you can take pot shots at me. You can insult me all day long, but I'll have $1,000 a month to put up with it. Anyway, please check it out. Willow Schuyler says, morning, Carl. Thank you for tuning in. You had other engagements to worry about. Not going to hold that against you. When Cthulhu calls, it's best to release the Kraken. Hey, we're all about Kraken. Oh, scare the hell out of me. Kraken. Oh, yeah. I was redoing The Office a little. So, yeah, why do you need a hammer to redo your office? Yes, Cookie and I are rather fond of Kraken. Are we not? That's our girl. So give this video a big thumbs up. And sorry. That's all right. You were enthusiastic. I cannot blame you. And by the way, we love the Dark Kraken. Carl, by the way, we found Dark Roast Kraken at our local Walmart the other day. And yeah, we're going to lay in an emergency supply. Winter is coming. Oh, love you, honey.
Love you.
How you doing?
Doing fine.
Feeling better?
Yes. Told Mom happy birthday.
Oh, yes. Happy birthday to my mother-in-law, Ann Mills. who suffers from, I think the worst thing she suffers from is me.
Us.
Well, yeah, her ungrateful wretch of a daughter. I get that. No,
Forgetful, ungrateful wretch.
you remembered, I didn't. That's what I've got Facebook for. It reminds me of birthdays. That's about the most good I get out of Facebook these days, other than talking to you, my lovely friends. Hi, Willow.
All right.
I'm flirting with my audience, honey.
Oh, okay.
I'll let you watch. She's running away now. She's like, I don't want to see that crap. Anyway, let's see. Oh, Rochelle Lester, I see you sneaking in here. Always glad to see you. Hope your morning's going well, hon. And let's check, see if anyone else. I need to say hello to anyone else. I do need to say hello to Rochelle. I don't always say hello to her, and she shows up so regularly, and I am grateful, Rochelle. I really am. And Jessica Johnson, mwah. Robin Porter Cataret, mwah. Glad to see you. And who else has snuck in here that I haven't seen yet? Oh, Amy Hale, mwah, definitely to you. And Charles Corder, glad to see you, my new friend. Hope you are well. We do this 3 times a week, this show here, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 10 a.m. and 9 a.m. Eastern, where it's an interactive talk show. You type, I read it, we have a conversation, and also we allow promotion on here. So if you've got a book link or a Kickstarter or a charity that's close to your heart, put that in the comments, and we'll share that out with other people. We've got about half dozen people sharing the show already. Appreciate if you all be one of them. And who else have we got here? Jeremy Woodring. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. And now let's try to catch up with your comments. And there is Braxton Gaither. Well, hello. Good to see you, sir. Brian Rodman is dope, dude. Good people to have on. Yeah. Brian Rodman rocks. He really do rock. Anyway, and you do too, Braxton. Glad to have you here. Hope you're having a good morning so far in this hump day. Anyway, Grant Lankard, I had my gobblerito of the season yesterday, a burrito with mashed potatoes, stuffing, and turkey, topped with gravy and cranberry on the sauce. Yum. Oh, my God. My mouth is watering. Brad, that sounds amazing. Oh, my God. I got to talk to Cookie about that. Because we're always looking for new ways, to eat. We're kind of foodies. Obviously, if you look at my waistline, I'm a foodie. But no, that sounds oh my God, that sounds amazing. Now, Grant, you're kind of new here. For you newbies, I will be repeating several times my recipe for homemade cranberry sauce. And once you have that, I swear you will probably never go back to the can again. The can now tastes like colored sugar to me. Okay. But it's really easy. You take a bag of cranberries, fill your pan up, wash the berries, take out the bad ones, of course, like you would beans, then put it into a saucepan, and then fill it about 2/3 of the way full of a flavorful liquid. And we have used like ginger ale. We have used various wines, orange juice, Kraken is the only thing it doesn't work with, because the cranberry taste of the cranberries themselves is so overpowering. It doesn't really allow the Kraken to gain the prominence it deserves. But anyway, you do that, and then you add like your spices like cinnamon, fresh nutmeg. Since we went with fresh nutmeg, we have not bought a jar of ground nutmeg ever. The aroma, it just uses a little bit, but the aroma is so amazing. And the flavor is just so powerful. And usually we add brown sugar, because as it cooks, it helps emulsify. Plus, the pectins are released from the berries. Well, anyway, you cook it for about 5 minutes, bring it to a simmer, and you'll hear the berries start to pop, like popcorn almost. And then from there, like we like the whole berry, so we use a potato masher and get all the juice and everything out. And then you reduce the sauce to the consistency you want. If you want it a little more solid, you bring it down to where it is almost gelatinous, and then let it cool and turns into a beautiful solid. Now, if you like it a little smoother, you can take an immersion blender and whip everything out, or put in a food processor or whatever. And then you make this at least 24 hours before your event. 48 is better because the flavor, the spices bloom in the moisture, and they interact a lot. Lovely. But yeah, we have that every year, and we are never gonna buy another can of that the cranberry crap ever again. This will spoil you. And want to say good morning to Patricia Shaw Gossett. Glad to see you as always, Patricia. Hope your morning's going well. And I'm gonna mess up your name, and I do apologize. Gojan Nikolic, we are so glad you're here. Hope your morning's going well. And the Eric Hawkins is joining us. Stay tuned for his comments. And Carl Witzman mocks us with his laughter. Bill Field is saying, Brian, I'm crazy 24/7. Until I get evidence to the contrary, I'm going to agree with you, brother, and you're always welcome here. Brian Rodman says, be sure to head on over to YouTube and check out this week's Dastardly Dingoes podcast for Indie Event. That's right, he's a part of it. We interviewed the phantasmagorial Stephen Bowman as we explore his new comic, City, on Webtoon. Head over to bit.ly/dingoes and have a blast, because we absolutely have a ton of fun recording this episode. It is a fun webcast. You will love the podcast, the Dastardly Dingoes, and we're going to have them on this Tuesday on Clever Title Pending. So if you want to start your own podcast, your own video show, these are the guys to talk to. And I was afraid Mr. might tell another story. Oh my goodness. Is he as long-winded as I am? Good God help the man. And we are going to try to catch up to your comments. I'm sorry we're so far behind, folks. For those of you who think that this is instant gratification when you post something, boy, are we going to put the lie to that. Dang, I'm behind. Anyway, Cindy Kep says the last mission in Tales of the Sealy Court. Zanforil had retired already, but when a missile is aimed at his home, he's the only one with the skills needed to take it out. And Cindy Kep is the only one with the skills needed to take that story to its fruition. Please check out the work of Cindy Kep on Amazon, and also ckoepp.com, and sign up for her monthly newsletter because it's bomb-delicious. Grant Lang about buying a Fez. The ladies seem to like it. You know it, brother. You know it. It's like, what is it? A couple of Fridays ago, we had Master Ron Fitzgerald, and he came on his Halloween costume was me. And I told him, I said, dude, you've been on here 10 minutes already with that fest. I'm surprised you haven't gone late already. But anyway, Rick Bradley says, down on his luck, Private Eye Joe Mercury has hit a slump. Suddenly, he finds himself on a space station in the clutches of the uniformed man and his army of cyber dinosaurs. Will he escape? Find out in the exciting Pulp Reality #1 by Stormgate Press. And it's premiering December 1st. Pulp Reality. Excuse me a second here. Oh, I'm still muted. Sorry. But anyway, December 1st, please check out Pulp Reality #1 with that great story by Rick Bradley and Cyber Dinosaurs. Does that sound cool?
So let's go.
Ooh.
Oh.
My nippies got hurt.
Apparently so. But anyway, down on his luck, Private Eye Joe Mercury has hit a slump. Suddenly, he finds himself on a space station in the clutches of the uniform man and his army of cyber dinosaurs. Will he escape? Will they do pornography together? Find out. Bradley and Pulp Reality #1. Joe McKeel, when looking up baking tips this holiday season, do not Google cream pies. Oh, sad to say, I know what you're talking about. Use cream pie recipes. Trust me on this. Yeah, you gotta be cautious when you go to the land of Google these days, because sometimes you'll see things that you can never unsee, such as who one day when I mentioned dino porn. Yeah, this could happen to you. So tread cautiously, young Americans. Tread cautiously. Yeah. Cream pie is quite different, and you may want a piece of it, but not everybody at the table is going to find it on their menu. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, Magi Jake Lindsay, whatever you do, don't look up why chainsaws were invented. We're just going to do a show of search arguments you should never use, you know? And I need to stop being lazy and make comics, says Braxton Gaither, so I can shower everyone with weirdness. Braxton Gaither, you have come to the mother lode of weird. Okay, I'm not saying that we got a whole bunch of crazies here, but here's how they show up every week. Yep, the Creeps and Weirdos, bus number 23 makes a stop here Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 10 a.m., 9 a.m. Eastern, and on every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. on Clever Title Pending. But Braxton, please, and when you do those comics, brother, what I'm telling you, come over here and talk about them, okay? Weirdness is encouraged, my man. Weirdness is encouraged. God knows, look at the host. Anyway, Cindy Cap says, go to Patreon, where you can support your favorite artistic sorts like Brian K. Morris, Stephen Rowland, Frozen Creek Studios, who does Cindy's amazing video that we will run at the bottom of the show here, League of Impossibles, the Historical Fencing Guild, and Bobby Nash, who was on last night's Clever Title Pending. And boy, howdy, we had fun. We seriously had some fun. And Mr. P is quite the storyteller, says Willow Schuyler. It's always an interesting time having him appear on my show. I've got to watch it now. And hello, Trevor Hawkins. Good to see you, brother. Hope your day is going well. Sorry I keep missing your phone calls, man. Hope you're doing well. And hello, Trevor. And how goes NaNoWriMo? Yeah, everybody who's participating, I'm behind. I am behind this year. Last year kicked it in the butt, but this year I'm getting a lot of distractions, and up until recently fighting off a bit of depression, but now I am fired up. I'm looking forward to hitting the typewriter today. I'm doing good. I'm really doing good. I think I'm up to chapter 13 in the first draft flash fiction novel. And we've had our first encounter with a mysterious figure, a superpowered figure who may or may not be Dr. Bob Benton. Okay. And if you're a comic fan, you already know who I'm talking about. But anyway, we're doing well. Cindy, let's get a progress report from you if we could. And anyone else who's participating in National Novel Writing Month. The judge has been around before man discovered fire, says Rick Bradley. Today, man has not impressed him. Marvin will find this out firsthand. You can order the introduction to Rick Bradley's Eden Falls trilogy, Marvin's Night Out, right now in paperback and digital format on Amazon. Please check out that work. And I don't know about you, but I'm ready for Christmas. Magi Jake, I am ready for Christmas starting December 26th every year, brother. I wish every day could be Christmas and Halloween. And Nicole Jobin and I, that's Brian Wenzoff speaking, are watching on the bedroom TV since Bryden is playing Xbox in the living room. So I'm like larger than life right now. Huh? Anyway, like those 80s 3D movies, right? Anyway, well, I'm glad that I'm in the bedroom with you and Nicole. How I've longed to be able to say that, Brian. Mwah. Anyway, this has been a great week for Teresa Dunn. It really has. She told me about her sales on Poetry Expression too. This girl is taking off like a rocket. She really is. And we're proud of you, Teresa. We really are. Please, everyone, congratulate Teresa Dunn on the publication, her self-publication of her brand new book, Poetry Expressions 2, and get your own copy today on Amazon. Rick Bradley says, Eric Marshall didn't believe in monsters. After being sent to the small town of Murphy-Burroughs, Illinois, that might change. Check out The Mighty Mud Monster of Murphy-Burroughs, Illinois in Stormgate Press's Tales of the Weird and Strange on Amazon. Definitely check out that book. Rick Bradley is a crazy talented writer. You need to get his stuff. And Magi Jake said, I was told by a nurse friend they're releasing the vaccine in 3 weeks. I'm hearing different, Magi Jake. Now, there may be, I know that ongoing tests, and I think it's Pfizer, said that they have a good working, a well-working or whatever vaccine, but it's still in the latter human testing phase. But they said that in the initial tests, 70% of their test subjects did contract COVID, which is what is needed to build the antibodies, and it's not as fearful as it sounds. If you are if you are familiar with immunology to any degree, and I read up on it because I've got a vested interest in this COVID vaccine. Anyway, Christian Basil says, I come to the YouTube site to flirt with Sarah. Sarah, every boy should have a purpose in life. We glad you found yours, Christian. And Rick Bradley says, come and check out his author page at rbradley42 on Facebook, and also check out his website at author Rick Bradley. He posts funny things and updates to his upcoming projects, and he's got a lot in the works, so please check out those sites, okay? And Brian Robin, Jeremy Woodring, and I are so excited to be on Clever Title Pending next Tuesday. Trust me, it's going to get stupid really quick. Well, the last couple episodes have been really wacky. They really have, and I have loved it. I loved it. And everyone else that I talked to seems to enjoy it too. I'm glad to say. But yeah, we because Nick Tucker gave a high energy interview a couple weeks ago, and last night Jim and Bobby were just incredibly hilarious. As Jim's taking pot shots at me, but I can take it. You know, I've done everything to earn it. Yes. But it was a good time last night. And please check out Clever Title Pending. We are so happy with that show, and you learn a lot. You really do learn a lot. My guests have a lot to talk about, and you should always greet every episode with a pad of paper and a pen, because it's note-taking day on my show. And hey there, Christian, says Sarah. Sarah, ooh, did it just get warm in here? And WTF Teresa, yeah. And Rick Bradley, whoo. So now the shameless plugging has been done. That was a great show last night. Well, thank you, Rick Bradley. Glad you enjoyed that. I appreciate your being there. Yeah, it was a fun show. I was absolutely giddy with laughter last night. It was, I knew putting those two in the same room, you barely needed me in there. I kept teasing them beforehand. I was just going to introduce the two of them and go out for a pizza and some beer. I'm glad I didn't, because it rained last night like a son of a last night. So while the show was on, I got to check see if it came out on the microphone. But yeah, I'm on the top floor here at the compound, and when it rains, it sounds wonderful, especially a heavy rain. But we had rain and really strong winds, so it didn't make it easy for Cookie working last night. But I'm sitting here going, I'm waiting for a transformer to blow out and waiting for the roof to go flying into Ohio. So, yeah, but anyway, no, the shameless plugging doesn't let up, Rick, all right? Just consider this a power strip, because we want to see your plugs. Grant Lankert says, yeah, I may get in trouble for getting political, but I don't think this should be controversial. Undermining the electoral process is evil. Pure evil and unpatriotic. If you can forgive these people, you're a better person than me. I can forgive, but I can't forget, Grant, and I agree with you 100%. Trying to subvert the political process. I want to see the political process reformed. I wish the two-party system to be done away with. I want the electoral college to be done away with. The electoral college is useless now. It has become what it was set up to prevent. Because you look at the popular vote, and Joe Biden did win the popular vote by a goodly amount. And congratulations to everyone who voted. This is like I've heard we have had the most people vote this year than in American history, recorded American history. And definitely the largest voter turnout since 1908. And the thing is, that shouldn't be a statistic. That should not be a statistic. We should be outvoting every time we are able. We need to be aware of the political process. We need to be up on the news. And, the only way we can change bad news is to put the people in charge who will prevent it. Okay, end of my rant. And Jessica Johnson, good morning, everyone. Good morning to you and Lonnie. Hope you and the family are doing well. And check out Heroes for Kids, Perrysville, Missouri. That's a group of cosplayers who use their amazing powers to benefit the kids in the community. So contact these guys and gals and get them to your con to bring in people, all right? Once we start having cons again, right? And anyway, they're going to be at they're regular at the Toyman show. The next one will be December 13th at the Machinist Hall in St. Charles, Missouri, on the west side of St. Louis. Please check it out and buy some stuff from these guys because the proceeds go to benefit the kids. All right. And Heroes for Kids Comic-Con is going to happen in July of 2021. Please sign up. I will be there. Amy Hill will be there. We're going to try to get Eric Hawkins there, and it's going to be a good time, and you will have a good time whether you are getting a table and participating there or just showing up in your cosplay and having fun with us. And Cindy Kemp, negotiator in Aquasynthesis again. In this prequel to Mindstorm, Thomas's difficulty controlling his telepathy leads to reliance on drugs to moderate it, which leads to addiction. When a dealer leaves him for dead, a negotiator named Stephanie rescues him and helps him confront his toxic family. Get that book on Amazon right now. All right, that sounds good. Excellent. And hello, Sarah, says Trevor Hawkins. Sarah says, thanks for the reminder that Friday night is Ron's Friday 13th show. Yeah. I will be up there providing technical interference. Instruction and possibly being on the show, but we are going to have Control Shaona. I say we like I have anything to do with it, right? But Ron's going to have some of his great dark sticky magic on display, as well as I think he's got some work with Lady India, his beautiful assistant, as well as members of the studio audience, and Kajol Shaona, the Queen of the Paranormal, plus some other surprises. I'm going to have to write that down so I can plug it a little better later. And the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS is the source of all things Doctor Who. They crossed 40,000 subscribers, now help them get to 50,000. Thank you, Cindy Kemp. And last night was a fun episode. I was glad to be on there with Christian and Melanie and the rest of the gang, and we talked about holidays for Doctor Who. I didn't get to mention my second holiday choice. You watch the broadcast, you'll find out my first and why as I pitch a story to showrunner Chris Chibnall, which will never be done. In fact, it'll never be written. Probably, although I would love to desperately. Joe Bachman, see you sneaking in there. Glad to see you, sir. Hope your morning's going well, my friend. But yeah, my second choice was Black Friday. The TARDIS materializes outside of a Best Buy, and they're torn apart by the shoppers. Anyway, Brian Robbins says, oh, if you dig Dragon Force, you should check out Power Glove. They are a similar speed metal style, but they do covers of old cartoon and video game themes. Trust me, it's nerd metal at its best. Power Glove, huh? And Power Glove. I'm writing it down. Just what we need. Something to keep us from writing today. Music. I will check that out. Thank you, Brian Rodman. I love that. That's great. And Crystal Basil goes, hello, gorgeous Sarah. Mwah. Oh, feel the magic happening. I see a love connection here. Anyway, Magi Jake Lindsay, Avenged Sevenfold song Hail to the King is based off of the resurrection in the Bible. Yes, it is. Avenged Sevenfold is a metal group, but a lot of their titles and imagery come from passages in the Bible, and I find that really, really refreshing. Plus, they have a variety. It's not just metal; they do a variety of styles. I think they're fantastic musicians, and more than all, from the one, the only, the Eric Hawkins. Glad to see you here, Eric. Hope your morning's going well, buddy. And Jessica Johnson says, Heroes for Kids Comic-Con, July 17, 2021, in Perryville, Missouri. Proceeds to benefit the Missouri National Veterans Memorial Wall and St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. We do have some spots available. Please direct message Jessica Johnson for information. And part of your proceeds in buying your table and your admission fee will go towards those charities. Guests will include Philo Barnhart, Charles D. Moisant, John Anderson, and Matthew Ashley. Authors Brian K. Morris, Kathy Jackson, and many, many more. So yeah, check us out. Hey, maybe we can do another writer panel this year too. The first one went rather well, I thought. And Christian, I feel a vibration in my pocket. Mayhaps it is you. Ooh, we're all about the vibration in our pockets. Jobby Pica says, okay, guys, need a suggestion. I'm really considering doing a new Saturday morning video podcast, and I'm looking for a good title. Good Morning Multiverse is already taken. Ooh. That's a good, I'd have to think about that. But John B. Pica, the storyteller, please give him your suggestions. I think that'd be fun. And hello, Eric, says Sarah. And the Eric Hawkins, says Carl Witzman from YouTube. Darn right, you better respect the position. And Carlene, sorry, Teresa, meant to type what? Way to go, not WTF. Well, she types to Carl a lot from the next room, so WTF is kind of a default. It's probably a macro on her computer. And Sarah, I am definitely happy to see you. Well, that prevents my next question. And still early. Yeah, Carlene, I am with you, sister. Kofefe. How else do we get through this day? And happy to see you too, Christian. Yeah, but with you, it's not so easily spottable that you're glad to see him. Whereas with Christian, well, then again, it's cold out. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Harley Slavic says, greetings. Hope everyone is well. We have placed our qualifying order with Diamond. Excellent. We have ordered 007 and other titles from them. You can order stuff from HarleySlavic.com. Please check it out, says Sarah under the sheets. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Go, Teresa. Go, Teresa. Go, Teresa, says our cheerleader, Cindy Kep. And Amy Hale, mwah, good morning, all. Good morning to you, Amy Hale. AuthorAmyHale.com. Author Amy Hale on Facebook. Amy Hale's Angels. And I hope you get to do that broadcast later this week. I look forward to it. Let me know and post on Rising Tide M on my page too, so everyone will know. And Jeremy Woodring, good to see you, brother. Coming at you from Memphis. Sarah and I are on vacation, but I had to stop by and say hi. We're going on a barbecue tour later. Ooh, really thankful for the awesome community that you have curated here, Jeremy. I am grateful that you're part of it, brother. Check out the Dastardly Dingoes podcast and check out Clever Tile Pending this coming Tuesday. Jeremy Woodring's going to be on it along with Brian Rodman, and we are going to talk podcasting and video and comics, and we're going to have fun, whether you like it or not. Carl Winsman says, good morning. Multiverse was taken? Damn 2020. How about Multiverse Awake? Oh, that's good. And Brian Rodman says, barbecue tour. My goodness, what am I doing with my life? Jeremy's out here living his best life now. No joke. Well, I've heard of wine tours and things of a similar nature. I've never heard of a barbecue tour. Oh my God. And my mouth will not, I don't know that I'll stop salivating as long as I'm thinking about that. And I am thinking of that with the same fondness I do dino porn. But anyway, John, how about Pica topic? Any topic? Ooh. I think Trevor is off to an early lead. And Jim Hayes is here. Jim, good to see you. Hey, Brian, long time no see. I know, Jim. I'm glad to see you, brother. Hope you're doing well. I'm in a slump right now, but if I can, I'd like to plug my son's YouTube channel. They are 15 years old, make Marvel DC fan films, and they are really improving. Check it out. Triform Studios. Well, I'm going to follow my own advice. Triform Studios. I'm going to Triform Studios. Oh, bro, Jim, you can always plug something like that on here, man. It is good to see you. By all means, check them out. There are a number of us who are on Facebook. Let's encourage young creators, all right? And I'm up for fan films any day of the week, so definitely. Thank you for bringing that to us, Jim. And we're glad to see you back. Hope you can make us a habit again. It's good to see you. Or just Pica topic or Pica subject. I'm liking it, Trevor. Joe McKeel says, listening to intelligent talk. Are you sure you're watching My Stupid O'Clock at Thursdays at 9 p.m., 8 p.m. Central, and Saturdays at 11 Eastern, 10 Central? I need to find out what show you are watching. Yeah, it's like when Skunk talks, I listen. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, no. Oh, no, it is really a fun show. I love listening to it. I really do. I am a fan. I really am. And Joe, also check out HoloCon. That happened a week or two ago. And that was a great, great affair. And Joe finally put the, like I said, finally, he worked his ass off to get the videos up on YouTube. And if you want to check out what HoloCon was all about, please check it out. Now, if you want something to do this week, from 4 to late in the evening, like after 10 o'clock, indie event, of which last night's Clever Tile Pending and Legend of the Traveling TARDIS were a part of. In fact, I am going up there right now. Go to IndiePendenceCon.com, and it's INDIE PendanceCon.com. And we are having Crypt Week all week, and lasts until Friday the 13th. And if you'd been watching, you'd have seen Dastardly Dingoes, Link Takes Over, Geek Speak, Spooky Tales. Last night was Legend of the Traveling TARDIS, clever title pending, Indie Volt Live, and the great One Hell of a Show. And tonight will be Scavengers, Geeky, Cheeky, and Downright Freaky, Geekgasm, and Spooky Tales. Then Thursday will be Talkin' Tarot with Connie, Geek Speak, and again, Phil's great One Hell of a Show. Then Friday rounds it out with Geek Speak with Charles Band, Dead Enders, Fetish Friday with Rob Anderson, and Spooky Tales with Essence House, Chuck Pino's outfit, and also horror movies on an indie budget. Great interview there. Special guests, and Monday was fun. Spooky Tales had some of us, like Carleen, and Carl Witzman, and myself reading some of our horror tales. And and I found the other horror tale I was going to read on this computer. But anyway, getting back to Joe McKeel, check out Stupid O'Clock tomorrow night at 9 p.m., 8 p.m. Central. It is a great show. You will love it. And then there's a lot of great conversation on there. And Seeking What's Lost in Mythic Orbits 2, Jania has created a game, AI for a Contest. When she tests, the AI takes a quest idea from a tragedy in her life. Check out the work of Cindy Kep on Amazon, CKOEPP.com. So you can sign up for her amazing newsletter. And the original Skyman battles the Master of Steam for vintage style fun. Thank you, Cindy. And that is my book, available on Amazon. The original Man battles the Master of Steam, Pulp Excitement, and you can watch a Nazi in steam-driven armor get a boot to the snoot. Who doesn't like that? Check out the original Skyman battles the Master of Steam. And if you buy this on Amazon and bring it to me at a show, I'm not one of those guys that say, well, you didn't buy it for me, I ain't going to sign it. I ain't one of them. I am the one who will sign it and probably thank you profusely. So please check it out on Amazon. It is a good book, available in electronic and paperback form. Carl Witzman says, I was tearing up the back stairs and I found this comment from Christian Basil from 1974 and hashtag Buttbeard. Thank you for that contribution. Carl Witzman's last appearance on the show. Anyway, Arlie, I know I'm behind. It's you people. I blame you all for being so fascinating. All right, it's you guys. It's not me, it's you. Harley Slavic, thank you, veterans and active duty troops, for your service, and thank you to those who died in the line of duty. Your sacrifice is not forgotten. Amen. HarleySlavic.com. And Brian Rodman says, if you like horror and fantasy, check out his comic book series, Memoirs of an Angel, about a ragtag group of infinite and finite beings who race through time and space to rescue a broken witch hunter from the clutches of the Dark Kingdom. It's like Lord of the Rings meets The Exorcist. So head on over to brianrodman.com and join the adventure today. And if you order that book, get it before Tuesday, you can ask him questions about when he and Jeremy Woodring appear on Clever Title Pending at 8 p.m., 7 p.m. Central. And Christian Basil, Sarah, definitely hashtag Under the Sheets. And Brian Rodman, I'm so stoked, says Jeremy Woodring, about that barbecue tour. Oh my God, I am nearly too messed at the thought of it. And hashtag Dino Porn, hashtag versus Buttbeard, celebrity death match. Thank you, Christian Basil. You don't count out those stubby little arms and those fierce talons. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, yes, Buttbeard was brought up last night during not Christian Basil's show, but during my show, Clever Tile Pending. And I think we may have found one of Jim Beard's hard limits. Okay. Brian Rodman says, also head to brianrodman.com and subscribe for his monthly newsletter that's going to come out this week. You'll get a sneak peek at the upcoming issue of Memoirs of an Angel and his brand new comic series, The Nebulizer, coming out in 2021. Excellent. And Carl Wiseman says, Rap Battles of the Century. Yes. And, Brian, you've been saying tip jar. Yeah, tip. That's like I've been saying. I have been working on my elocution because of people like you and me. Anyway, and Hashtag Pulp Reality. Number 1, coming out December 1st, December 2nd. Expect a special episode of Clever Title Pinning with Charles F. Millhouse, myself, Bobby Nash, and some other contributors to that great magazine. It's going to be fun. Going to be lots of fun. And Sarah from YouTube says, fun, hashtag under the sheets. Can't go into it here with supposed to be family friendly, but use your deepest imagination. Sarah, I will be expecting those pictures in my Facebook direct messages soon. And thank you in advance. Anyway, Brian Rodman says, Brian, I've been working on my diction. That's when Christian died. Hashtag 50 Shades of Diction. Yeah, we've been working hard on our diction. We've got hard diction going on here. And Trevor laughs at Sarah. Oh, shame on you, Trevor. She's a lovely lady. And I'd watch Ron's show Friday, but I have a magician meeting that night. Magi Jake, you can always cancel. That's the beauty of this. No, actually catch Ron's show on the rerun. It will be just as good then. In fact, it promises to be even better than the first, and it was pretty darn awesome. And Trevor says, Sarah, I don't think she tee-hees like that. But anyway, author Kathy Jackson says, on YouTube in the upper right-hand corner, there is a closed caption button. When clicked, a screen appears that says, no captions available for this video. Probably no caption wants to be associated with this video. However, on the upper right-hand side of your screen, you'll see a QR code, and it'll take you directly to my Amazon sales page. So aim your phones at that. If you're watching on a phone, I don't know what to tell you. You figure it out. Because I don't know how. Anyway, please check it out. And we're catching up, so shut up, people. Anyway, Sarah, I just did now, and I need a shower, says Sarah. Hell no. And for those who do not know, says Harley Slavic, I am not only a store owner, I am also an actor. Will act in projects no matter the budget. Check out his IMDb and IMDb Pro pages for information about him and his resume. Contact Harley Slavic if you think he's a good fit for your project, or if you want to interview him and he appreciates your support. We appreciate you, Harley. Thank you for that. And Reels and Heels is now doing comic book reviews. If you have a book out now or have one coming out, please reach out to Brian Wensloff. It will be reviewed by the whole Hanging with Web show web TV network. Excellent. And Sarah asks Christian Basil, how do you think those families came to be? Because we were friendly. That's true. What better way to say I love you then? Carl Wilson, Brian mentions Kraken and Cookie wakes up. Yeah, you think the Kraken was unleashed. And right, Christian, good point. Yeah. And hashtag or Sarah, Christian grins at her and with lascivious intent. And for as low as $1, you get something from me, and Brian made me die, says Christian Basil. Yeah, can you imagine what you'd get? $5? Anyway, Carl, with Eric Hawkins, excuse me, I usually use orange juice with my cranberries. Yeah, that's one of my favorites as far as making homemade cranberries. Although we like to also use like some of the sweeter wines, and you don't have to spend a lot on the wine either. In fact, we don't. We bought a $30 bottle of wine, and for us, that's pretty extravagant. Although it was really great. But yeah, we generally use like a good rich red wine, or it kind of seems silly to use cranberry juice, or apple juice is also really, really good in there. I mentioned, like some of the other juice. One year we used grapefruit juice, I believe. Now I can't have grapefruit anymore because of my blood pressure medicine, but yeah, that's good stuff, Eric. Good stuff indeed. And Joe McKeel says, I want to throw a shout out to Billie Jean. She is not my lover. She's just a girl who claims that I am the one, but that kid is not my son. Now get that out of your head by the end of the day. Oh, thank you very much for that image, Joe. And yeah, it's working, damn it. Anyway, let's get back to your comments quickly. We got comments. Oh my God, I am so far behind, folks. I am so sorry. Michaela Jane, I see you're here. How did I miss you, darling? Anyway, and I do miss you. Anyway, Harley Slavic says, I have good news. My store is only a few dollars short of meeting the $300 in rent. When that happens, the rest is profit. Harley, that is great news. Good man. And Harley Slavic, I like homemade cranberry sauce. I do too. It's hard to go back to the can after that. In fact, thinking about makes me want to go to the can. But anyway, Cindy Kep says on Friday night at 7 p.m. Central, tune into the Historical Fencing Guild for great info and energetic discussion. Yes, indeed. And there is Charles D. Moy's son. Brian wrote this. And this is why Charles needs an editor. It's WROTE. I don't trust autocorrect, nor do I trust speech to text. But anyway, check out Kickstarter right now. Charles D. Moy's son is finally publishing the second issue of the Haunting Tales of Bachelor's Grove comic book number 2. And folks, if you want someone to interview, please contact Charles D. Moisant, and don't let him talk about me either. But anyway, I am in there. I've written most of the stories, and there's also brand new stories in there featuring the real life queen of the paranormal, Kadrolsha Ona Carol, and the one, the only Master Ron Fitzgerald, the master of dark, sticky illusion. So please check out that comic book. And plus, my good friend Claudio Adriano is doing some art, and also Robert Brown, another good friend, working with me on the stories. It's going to be fun. It's going to be great. You're going to love it. So please contribute to that Kickstarter right now. Charles has a number of great levels available, including one where you can get the Haunting Scripts of Bachelor's Grove, my book that ties into the Bachelor's Grove continuity. So please check it out. It's available on Kickstarter. So please give that book some love. We'd love to see some Nevermorians get that book in their mailbox. And Rick Bradley says, to show how long ago I put this comment, 2020 has just begun, like 10 years ago. You Rick Bradley. But anyway, I love you, man. Nick Tucker, with small holiday gatherings coming together, why not skip the verbal battles and instead turn your table into a glorious battlefield between courses? The Bumpy Robots Quick Play is only 99 cents to buy, minutes to learn, and fun forever. Check it out on Amazon. That is a great game. It really is. It's Nick writes really easy to learn games that are fun and versatile. He is currently working on the RPG for Hybrids, the Sons of Gods by Luke Stone. So please check it out. I'm not going to read out loud any more comments about how far behind I am. So there, but we'll put them on the screen. And to all who served in the military, thank you for your services, Charles D. Moisant. Fully agree. And thank you. Charles is also a veteran, too. And hello, says Michaela J. Hello, Michaela. And Michaela, says Christian Basil. And then he died. And Cindy Cap says, has another book here, Condemned Career. She is prolific and talented, too. With only her wits, a rapier under her wing, and an unexpected ally, Royal Courier Adia Dace races across the continent to prevent genocide. On sale for under $4 on Amazon. Check out the work of Cindy Cap. You'll be glad you did. And hey, Christian, says McKay. And Kathy Jackson says, I love writing stories that make you laugh, cry, and leave you with a happily ever after. She's published books from sweet to extra hot romance. Check out the work of Kathy Jackson on Amazon. You will love it. She got me to enjoy romance books. And Manchai Jake Lindsay says, Google says chainsaws were invented to help with childbirth. That's all I'm going to say. That's more than enough, Jake. Thank you for that imagery that may actually push out Joe McKeel's song. And also my lunch. But anyway, Merrick Bradley says, last night I had my 2-year-old daughter on my lap looking at the Pulp Reality I got in. She loves dinosaurs and loved the art Lawrence Everett drew for my story. You can see her big grin in the picture I posted. I will check that out, my friend. I will check that out. Carl Westman, I got on the Creeps and Weirdos bus and they asked which one I was, and I could not decide. If only there was a way I could sit like in both sides, I could and would. Michaela J says, I swear these edits are going to kill me. My laptop crashed last night. Oh, no. She lost 3 hours of work and 6 videos, so today is a new day. Oh, man. Hide the cutlery in the Michaela Jade household. Every Routley in there, please look out for Michaela. She could be dangerous. Joe Bachman, good to see you, brother. Just stopping in to say a quick hello to everyone before going back to iOS tutorials, trying to learn enough to create an app for work over the winter. Well, good for you, Joe. That's great. How cool. And Carl Westman says, no, Michaela, poor Michaela, you will get it done. Don't let it kill you. Yeah. I don't know any writer that I've talked to about this that hasn't lost work, for not saving or whatever. But seriously, it happens to all of us, and you'll get through it. And the next edit will be even better because you've had the experience. So Cindy Cap says, my NaNoWriMo is on target. Barely. Well, you're ahead of me, Cindy. It's like yesterday I got like about 800 words out, and the distractions. It's all the stuff that you have to do to maintain your authorhood, the business side of writing. And Carl Westman, did Brian say he was hitting the typewriter today? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Thank you for catching it. I stole that from Benny Hill. Benny Hill made a joke about, well, we're going to prepare next week's show. I'll be hitting the typewriter later. So, yes, you got it. Very good, Carl. Very good. Charles F. Millhouse says, gang, I can't hang around today. Brian, I'll send you a message later today. Everyone have a productive day. Go forth and change the world. Charles F. Millhouse, thank you so much for being here. And Pulp Reality, #1. It'll be coming out December 1st. Be sure to get your copy on Amazon. And also, there'll be a special clever title pending on December 2nd with a number of us contributors. And also, we will be Charles F. Millhouse and maybe some more, hopefully some more people will join us at Comics Cubed in Kokomo, Indiana for December 12th for a signing from 12 to 4. And thank you to Sean D. Hilton for making all that possible. Christian Basil says, let me take your mind off it, Michaela. Just slide your phone in your favorite pocket. Oh, yeah, let's all help with that. And hopefully they have a missed version. I hate needles, says Magi Jake. I used to have almost a phobia about needles when I was young because my physician used to do, okay, Brian, we'll stick you on 3. 1, so thanks, Doc. But I've gotten to the point now. In fact, I think needles are sharper. I got my flu shot like 2 days ago. I can barely feel it. I've got just like a little bit of tenderness right here, just under, this muscle here. But other than that, I barely felt the thing slide in. I can look at it once it's in, but I can't see it. I cannot watch it penetrate the skin, or I cry like a baby. Anyway, I finished Cappy's Delivery, retitled The Antidote, so it matches the hat. And a lovely hat it is. Same cast of characters, and submitted it. Also, the drafted Damsel in This Dress. I love that, to be edited later. I finished the first 7 episodes of Freelance Words, and Nano is just squeaking into the daily waypoints. Yeah. It's those waypoints that are killing me. So, but we're going to hopefully get another few hundred words out and hopefully finish chapter 13 today. I'm really feeling the need for it. Because I think I'm about halfway done with the book. And if that happens, I have another project I will use. In fact, it's a comic book mini series. I want to write the whole series before I start looking at getting it illustrated. And Benjamin Shadalik Starkey, so good to see you here, sir. Hope you're having a great morning so far. And thank you, Christian, says Michaela Jade. And Carl, I heard that too. Tripe indeed, says Trevor Hawkins, who usually gets to read my stuff first. He's a great sounding board. And well, Jim owes you $1,000 for taking pot shots at you. Yeah. And Jim and I are friends. Jim and I are friends. It was all in good fun. I swear to God it was. I swear, and I do swear every damn day. But no, Jim is funny. Jim was hilarious. And Jim kept saying, "Oh, Brian, I was sending, I send messages to my guests with like the link to get into the studio and everything." And I sent him and Bobby the link, and he's like, "Oh, is that tonight? Oh, well, I guess I can move some things around." And I said, "Well, don't bother. We'll reschedule." And he goes, "No, I was just joking." And I'm like, it's amazing how seriously I take that show. You wouldn't know it from the execution, but I do. And here we go. Cyber Dinos, Lady Riders, Rising Tide Rising, Dino porn from the 23rd and a quarter century. Thank you, Nick Tockard. And B. Eric Hawkins says, I think the Electoral College is still needed, but should be revised. Yeah, no, it was intended so that, to make sure that states like Rhode Island or Montana, or South Dakota with a smaller population than, say, California or Pennsylvania or California would get the same attention from the presidential candidates as, the smaller states would have the same gravitas as the larger ones. But I don't know if it's population shift or what, but the Electoral College just doesn't work anymore. And that's why we had 2016 and 2000, when Al Gore won the popular vote, Al Gore won the popular vote, but lost to George Bush, as Hillary Clinton had the popular vote, but lost to Donald Trump. So We need revision. We need to revise the political system seriously. Although I will say that the libertarians did very well this year. And if anything, a lot of people are saying that the libertarians took votes from the Republicans more than they did the Democrats. So be that as it may. And Michaela J says, thanks, Carl. She is so grateful. And Eric Hawkins, but honestly, the government has become so corrupt with people with their own agendas and not that of their people that we need to kick them out and start all over. I agree. I don't know that I voted for any incumbents this year aside from our Indiana governor Eric Holcomb. I think he's done a marvelous job with the My Sharona Miley Cyrus Peter pandemic in the state of Indiana, and he is continuing to, which is, we have some counties here like Kokomo. Indiana is in a county that right now they are in a red zone. As far, we are in orange. I think we have had some accelerated infections. In fact, we had a couple days recently where we've discovered like triple, like about 130 COVID cases. So we'll get through it, folks. We'll get through it. And in the wastelands of the distant world of Praxis 5, says Nicholas Anthony Tockard, where huge walking war machines called BSRs, big stompy robots, do battle with other armored vehicles, an old man keeps a lonely vigil and carries a terrible secret left over from a war everyone would rather forget. Together with a young man, he must face an impossible threat and the ghosts of his past. Eyes to the Sky is the first novella set in the big stompy robots universe. And at the end of the story are custom units and a unique faction, the Glitzords, designed for solo play. Excellent. And Harley Stiles says, I like to vote because my voice has a chance of getting heard. I also did jury duty in 2019. It was an honor. Yeah, I got called for jury duty once. I served on a coroner's jury in Illinois. That was actually quite interesting. But yeah, I think serving jury duty, is quite an honor, actually. Cookie's been on 2 of them. I like her better. Anyway, check out Amazon for the work of Nicholas Anthony Tockard. Check it out. And also his wife, Amanda. She's also crazy talented, too. Now, if you love prose and gospel magic, amazing illusions, give Match IJ Gospel Magicians page on Facebook a like, if you would, please. Let's get him to 40,000K. What do you say? And my pleasure, Michaela. My pleasure, says Christian Basil, who adds, oh, thank you, Cindy. Mwah! All right. And Harley Slavic continues, we can now get comics from Marvel, Image, Dark Horse, IDW, Boom Studios, and more. We can get other products as well. Just have to wait 10 business days for the first order to be processed for the account to be finalized with Diamond. Good for you, young man. Good for you. Way to go. And Strange Transmission from the Multiverse, Christian Basil for John B. Pike, a good suggestion. And John, here's a suggestion. Do you believe in the art of stories? Ooh, yeah. We're all storytellers here. And Into the Multiverse, says Cindy Kep. Oh, I like that. And The Power of the Multiverse and Tales from the Multiverse. Excellent suggestion. Cindy Kep, CKOEPP.com. Brian Westloff, Corky's Barbecue in Memphis is the bomb, just like Affleck and Phantoms. There you go. And Multiverse Sunrise Discussions with Mr. Pica. Anyone asks Harley Slavic? Good suggestion. And Too Far Away to Go There, but I love barbecue. I do too. Man, my tummy's growling now. Hey, Cindy Kep's Mindstorm. Check out that book on Amazon. When a failed negotiation leaves Thomas's partner dead, he could really use a break. But he's immediately sent back out to negotiate another treaty. Bioweapons are in play, so his boss sends a doctor with him. The same one who lost his partner. Ooh. Got to get that book. Check out Cindy Kep's work on Amazon. Carl Wisman, tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, 5 p.m. Central, Carly and I battle on the scavenger hunt against some poor innocent victim that later I'll read from my book. Excellent, Carl. I got to remember that. Carl, if you want to promote on my pages, please do. And a Skyman movie should be made. Harley Slavic, I agree with you completely. I would love that. And we might be having some Skyman news in 2021. Who knows? And Cindy Kep says, Bill Sarn's artwork is good for vintage cartooniness. You can also hire him to make your swag art. Contact him at SardenArt76 on Facebook, where everything old is new again. The artwork of Bill Sarden. Definitely. And I saw the swag that Cindy got. It is awesome stuff. And let's see, here we go. And sign up for Rising Tides newsletter. It is the bomb diggity. Cindy Kep has spoken. And if you want to know how to do that, let's get to that. Oops, wrong place. Let's get that banner going. And you can sign up for the free monthly newsletter at bit.ly/Rising Tide without the vowels. That's RSNGTD01. And we'll put this on the crawl, and you'll see that. You get news, discounts, and secret links. It's good stuff. You will enjoy it. I promise you. Or double your money back. And, we just shot past a whole bunch of things. Let's see. Here we go. Okay, we're almost caught up here. There we go. Magi Jake says, I had skipped the meeting, but I have to run the meeting. Ron's an awesome illusionist. Yeah, well, Magi Jake, he has been at it a while, and you'll be there in time, too. You're awesome, too, man. Don't discount yourself. I've seen your magic. You do good work. And the Eric Hawkins says, speaking of Krakens, Cthulhu Invades Oz is still live on Kickstarter. Cthulhu Invades Oz, a 140-plus page original graphic novel via Kickstarter. So please check that out and share it with your friends. And while you're there, check out the Haunting Tales of Bachelor's Grove #2. If Charles D. Moisant raises enough money, he will have the book printed on a real comic book press, not just a digital printer, and you pledge enough, he'll also put out issue 3. And if you love my work, you will love this book. And Harley Slavic, my grandfather spent nearly 20 years in the Army and served in 2 wars. Well, please give that man a hug from all of us here at Nevermind the Furthermore, and we salute him for his service and thank him. Eric Hawkins says, did you miss the Zombiful World of Oz? Well, what the hell's wrong with you? It's still available on Indiegogo, and I'm stuck at $666. Eric, I believe that's what's called a sign, an omen. It's kind of like a bat flying in the window. Anyway, get Satan off my back and buy a copy today. Actually, seriously, get a copy of the Zombiful World of Oz, available on Indiegogo.com. Eric's got a store there. And Zombiful World of Oz is the best comic book put out last year. And the best book put out this year, too. He's a twofer and a keeper. But anyway, no, Zombiful World of Oz is an incredible book. I really loved it. And second issue actually has a story by me in there, so please check it out. And it's a little, so you'll like it. And to Charles D. Moisant, says Joe McKeel, it's a small world after all. I've heard that song. You should check out our mutual friends. I think we have added a few cons together. Brian, did that get the song out of your head, knowing it's a small world after all? Yes. That's okay. I have a cure for that. I am the god of hellfire, and I bring you fire. I take you to burn. Fire, I take you to learn. I'll see you burn. Anyway, that's my antidote to most earworms. Because if you can imagine the magnificent voice of Arthur Brown screaming, I am the god of hellfire, and I bring you, it can dispel Michael Jackson in a heartbeat. It just withers away like a Pepsi commercial ad. Anyway, Magi Jake Lindsay says, oh, baby, don't you dare. Amy Hale, don't hate the messenger. We are not going to read that on the air because that triggers Amy Hale. But come to think of it, yesterday we found a bath toy with the Baby Shark theme that you put it in water and it will play the Baby Shark song. And I said, we ought to get it for her. And Cookie said, no, she will kill you. We have pushed that button way too often. I said, yeah, you're probably right. I want to live. Harley Slavic says, check out HarleySlavic.com. Check out Harley Slavic on IMDb. Harley, thank you for being here. And way to go with that business of yours, brother. And Brian, thanks for all you do. Ted Davies, brother, back at you, man. You do a lot for the community. Give yourself a treat and get I like this. Give yourself a treat and get Podcast Ted. Right on Anchor FM. Check out Ted Davies Artistry on Anchor FM and get yourself some warm, soapy goodness for your ears, courtesy of Ted Davies Artistry. Thank you, man, for all you do, Ted. That was great. And Eric Hawkins says, I don't feel it once it slides in PKM 2020. Oh, you and Eric, you and Sarah, I collaborate on that book of that Brian says, Luke Stone frequently says, "How do you get away with saying that stuff?" I'm like, I don't know. It just slides out. And shut up, Christian. Anyway, Harley Slavic hoping to see you all Saturday and Sunday at Bussey's Flea Market booth P74. Check it out. Check out Harley Slavic and support that man. All of you people in his area. All right. Joe McKeel, remember everyone, that German guy was elected by popular vote in 1933, but was not supported by the entire nation. Ends the EC debate. Yeah, that ends the Electoral College debate. Yeah. Yeah, seriously. And you can draw the analogy that you will from the 2016 election all you want. I won't fight you. And good morning, everyone. Adrian Johnson, a pleasure as always to have you here. Hope your morning's going well, my friend. Rick Bradley, everyone's take care and stay creative. You too, Rick Bradley. You have a great morning, buddy. Thanks for being here, and thank you for being at Clever Title Pending last night. Christian. Christian, am I going to regret reading this? Christian Basil says, in a troubled time, a man with a fez enters the deadly arena of podcasting where he's challenged to discover and give his opinion on the most important question in the Whoniverse. I want a Doctor Who special for? What sage message does this man bring to the panel of wisdom? And what holiday does he choose? Find out in the most recent episode of The Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. Watch it now on Facebook, The Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. Then check out the video section there. Please check it out. It was a great, great show. Christian, you run a fantastic show. I'm so proud of you and so proud to be on The Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. So go there right now, listen to that show, and hashtag become part of a legend. And Cindy Cap, do go get Amazon Reviews Made Less Impossible to find out why and how to write reviews. That's right. Amazon Reviews Made Less Impossible. Reader's Guide to Rewarding Authors by Brian K. Morris. That's me. Anyway, it tells you why you, the reader, should write reviews. It helps us so many ways, and this book will tell you why and how to write them, including a handy and easy to use template for writing honest reviews. Also, writers, this is a good book to take up because it'll tell you why you need to be aggressive about requesting reviews. So check it out. Available on Amazon and Smashwords. Amazon Reviews Made Less Impossible, or Reader's Guide to Rewarding Authors by Brian K. Morris. I would love it if you did. Thank you, folks. Thank you very much, Cindy Cap. And Magi Jake Lindsay, have a blessed day, my friends. You too, my friend. You have a great one. Joe McKeel found this podcast on archive.org from 2012. You may know the host, live from the multiverse. Wow. Hey, John, you're on archive.org. Good for you, man. Good for you. Well, sometime I'll send you to Blog Talk Radio, Joe. You can hear my old podcast that my darling Kim Lockman and I used to do, Fan Central Fancast. It started out as a kind of like what you do on Stupid O'Clock Thursdays and Saturdays in the evening, 9 and 11 p.m. Eastern, respectively. It's kind of a conversation about geek subjects. And then she started losing her co-hosts, and then turned to me and told me about what she really wanted to do with the show, which was turned into combination news, opinion, and comedy. And I was on board, and we did. I think she and I did it for about a year and a half, and we had a blast working together. But she got busy with her paintings. KimLockman.com. Check out her work; she's fantastic. And I got busy with my writing. And we wound up shelving the episodes, and we keep saying we're going to do it one of these times, and that includes a podcast. But she's busy. I'm busy, way busy. We just haven't had that time. But we do miss it. We still keep in touch. We love each other. But yeah, look up Fan Central Fancast on blogtalkradio.com. That's where we are. Anyway, Eric Hawkins says, Amy says she doesn't like the song, but I bet John sings it every time they get busy. Boom, chicka, wow, wow. I wonder if you could do a Baby Shark to that, kind of theme. Get the Barry White music going, in that deep voice. Baby Shark, do 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 do, Baby Shark, do 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 do. Oh man, I'm Damn, did it just get hot in here or what? Anyway, Cindy Kep says she will be at QuadCon this coming Saturday at Merle Hay Mall in Des Moines, Iowa. Drop by and take advantage of the Bookworm special, including a brand new shoulder dragon. I've seen it. It's gorgeous. Cindy does amazing work with dragons. Anyway, check out her work and check out all of her work, both crocheted and literary. CKOEPP.com for the best newsletter in the whole industry. And your Blog Talk Radio, let me find my links from my paranormal shows. Oh, cool, Joe McKeel. That's great. Awesome. No, actually, those old shows are actually kind of fun. Now, for a while, it was a talk show with just me when Kim started getting busy. And we talked about taking a hiatus. And I said, no, let's keep the show going. And so I got on there and I, was starting to do, just like an interview show, not unlike this. Nowhere near as good though. I've learned some stuff, thank God. But then Kim and I got back together for 4 special shows or so to close out our series there. But we had a blast doing that. So check out the last couple shows. Those were really fun. Anyway, Magi Jake Lindsay says, Christian reminds me of Freddy Krueger. He has lots of one-liners. I bet he says to Sarah, how sweet fresh meat. Yeah, but he may be referring to himself too. But anyway, we have caught up with your comments and thank God for it. So anyway, let's have a special thing here. We talked about Cindy Kep, and if you need to know why she is so awesome and why you need to purchase her books, let me get in position here. Yeah, you can add that to the book too. Here you go, the work of Cindy Kep. Check this out.
Author Cindy Kep is writing on the edge. Books include Remnant in the Stars, The Loudest Actions, Lines of Succession, Mindstorm, Condemned Courier, the Yerushalayim series, and Animal Eye. Find author Cindy Kep at CKOEPP.com today.
And definitely sign up for that newsletter. It should be going out in a couple weeks. It is bomb-diggity-licious and great reading every month. So is the work of Cindy Kep. So check her out on Amazon, please. And Christian Basil goes, Kim started getting busy? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And are you sure it's not Sarah describing me? Well, we could be describing you, Christian Basil. There's a reason we call him Lefty. But anyway, couldn't resist, didn't even try. But anyway, check out Cindy Kep. She will be at QuadCon this weekend at Merle Hay Mall in Des Moines, Iowa. Check it out. And check out her work. And check her out. Check her out. Ooh, yeah. And Cindy's going, you can stop now, Brian. Anyway, but we aren't going to stop because we have caught up with your comments finally. And I'm announcing a policy. I'm no longer taking any from you people about my getting behind, because that's what the show is about, me talking to you and you talking to me. So I will allow those things about how far behind I am, about how Al Capone is waiting for his comment to appear, but we are not going to read them on the air. So there, I have thus spoken. I've also painted most of the desk here, but anyway. But anyway, I'm so glad you guys and gals were here. It has been a fantastic morning. I always enjoy this. I really do. Some mornings I'm like, I have to do another show, because we all, even stuff we, stuff that we enjoy sometimes becomes a chore. But once I get here and once the lights go on and you guys start talking, it makes it all worthwhile. It really does. Love all of you and all that you all contribute to the show. And Brian Rodman says, thank you so much for another amazing Nevermind the Furthermore. Brian Rodman, thank you for being here. I appreciate you greatly. BrianRodman.com, and you'll appreciate him too. Such a great time this morning, my friends. Have an amazing hump, everybody. Well, remember, sometimes you are the humper and sometimes you are the humpy. So it depends on what you like. But I hope you get some humping in today. And Cindy Kep says, thanks for hosting the adventure. Y'all done good. Cindy Kep, wow, we couldn't do it without you, my chief inquisitor. That's it. We've got the Church of the Rising Tide that Carl Witzman is forming. He is our Dark Pope. Cindy Kep, she is now our Chief Inquisitor. I have dubbed the Chief Inquisitor. Put that on your business cards now, hun. And anyway, Carl Witzman, now if only Michaela can find her videos and edits, then today is complete. Yeah, seriously, I feel for Michaela. Every opportunity I get. No, seriously, we've all been there where we have labored mightily to get something creative done and then find out we can't find it anymore. It's like, oh my God. Yeah, I remember the first time I had a hard drive crash, and I had a book that actually never came out, but and I'm glad now I didn't. I need to rework it. But it was a book that tied networking to cosplay. So, I should get back to that book one of these days. But anyway, I was about ready to get it published, and it would have actually preceded Bloodshot the Coldest Warrior. But I had a hard drive crash that morning, and I understood why people, for a brief moment, I have a suicide attempt in my distant past. In fact, it was 30 years ago, almost exactly. I don't remember the date though. But anyway, when our hard drive crashed, I understand doing yourself in for that sort of thing. I mean, I was beyond despair. So anyway, here we go. Brian Rodman says, "I'll be the jester." Brian Rodman, you are in the Church of the Rising Tide. We are, unlike Scientology, we admit we're phonies. Okay, well, we have our Dark Pope, we have our jester, we have our Chief Inquisitor. We're on our way. All right, and here we go. It is official, says Jeffrey Hayes. Chief Inquisitor Cindy Kep. I had to write some of this stuff down. So we can have more than one. We can only have one Dark Pope and only one Chief Inquisitor, but we can have sub-inquisitors. We could do that. Or we could have subs at Quiznos. Those are delicious. Anyway, Carl Witzman the line moved here. Okay, good show. Carl Witzman, thank you seriously for being here, being on our show, Clever Title Pending last night. Much appreciated as always. You and Carly both. And Christian Basil, you filled up Michaela. What? Well, Christian, don't get jealous, brother. And found it, says Joe McKeel. All right. And Blog Talk Radio, Joe Dog and Marcus, 2008. Wow. And Stupid O'Clock. Oh, I must check that out, Joe. That is cool. And Christian will be Joel Osteen. Hashtag under the sheets, he will. Anyway, and Saint Cookie, yeah, no joke. All she needs is just a stigmata, and she's in. Swear, every damn day. Who knows what movie that's from? Do you swear every damn day? Wham. Anyway, that was the show for today, and continues to be until I sign off, which is going to happen in the next couple minutes. Again, as always, thank you all for being here. Thank you for being part of the madness. And we hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Programming notes. Don't forget, indie event today, starting, I think, Scavengers, featuring Carl Witzman and Carlene, then followed by Geeky Cheeky and Downright Freaky with Meredith Logren and Matthew Harris, then Geekgasm, again with Meredith Logren, the giantess herself, and then another episode of Spooky Tales. And who knows who will be on that? Do you love scaring the hell out of each other? Then be a part of Indie Event Crypt Week by reading one of your spookiest, scariest, most thrilling piece of flash fiction to our listening audience. Check out the daily schedule for showtimes and special guest writers. And they're also going to have another episode at 10 p.m. Eastern on Friday, November 13th, excuse me, not 30th, but 13th. So please check that out. And I may see what I'm doing tonight around that time. Maybe I'll invade. Brian Rodman nailed it. My quote, "Do you swear every damn day?" is from The Mummy with Brendan Fraser. Very, very good, Brian. Very good. And maybe Harley Seific can find some stigmata to sell you. We could all use a little stigmata. Maybe I can get a bulk rate. And Russell Allen, good to see you. Russ Explode Studio. Also, Zen09Titan.com. And hey, everyone, I've been at the mines today and I missed it. Russell, that's okay, man. That's all right. But if you're working in the mines, we understand. But anyway, check out Russell Allen. He's crazy talented. Got a brand new book out from RussExplodeStudio.com. Plus his own talk show on Sunday nights. Please check it out. Hashtag catfisting from Kristen Basil. Hashtag under the sheets, hashtag with Sarah, and hashtag and I made a wish. May it come true, and I want to see the video. Russell Allen going live Tuesday. Check it out on Kickstarter for Xeno Titan: The Fall Before the Rise. Definitely check that out. I read Russell's work, and he's crazy talented. He really is. He's really good. Russell, glad to see you here. Hope you are doing well. Saw your post yesterday about your son. All right. Anyway, I hope you all have a great Wednesday. We are halfway through the work week here, and we hope it's a good one to you. We hope that we have done a little to maybe get you past the hump, so to speak, or maybe get you a little closer to some humping. Who knows? Boom chicka wow wow. But anyway, thank you so much for being here. Thank you very much to Plasma Fire Graphics for your sponsorship of today's episode. And when the look of your book matters to you, go check out Plasma Fire Graphics. They've got all kinds of great, affordable book trailers and design services that you will love. And you'll love working with Jeffrey Hayes. He's a great guy. Also, thank you to Charles F. Millhouse and Stormgate Press for also sponsoring today's show. Pulp Reality will be out December 1st. And December 2nd we'll have a special Clever Eye title pending to celebrate this fact, because I'm one of the contributors. And on December 12th, there'll be a live signing at Comics Cubed in Kokomo, Indiana. Check out the Comics Cubed in Kokomo page, or author Charles F. Millhouse Presents, or Rising Tide Publications will keep you posted on the times and dates. And Russell Allen, have a good one. Much love. Much love back to you, Russell. Hope you're doing well, my friend. And Cindy Kip, hashtag bring cookie home. Love you, Cindy. Thank you so much for that. We're going to be working on that today, in fact. But anyway, folks, we hope you get to work on what you want to, something creative, something that'll improve the world, something that'll make somebody else smile or think, or just make their life better in some small way. All right. So stay creative, everyone. So everyone, here comes the usual closing. We will be back Friday morning, on another episode of Nevermind the Furthermore at 10 a.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Central. We hope you'll join us and bring your friends. And be sure to check out our website, risingtide.pub, where you can sign up for my free monthly newsletter. Next issue will go out December 1st. We have a special video exclusive only to subscribers, as well as special offers, secret links, inspirational quotes, and motivation, education, and inspiration in every issue. So please sign up for that newsletter today. Or if you want to send me a direct message on Facebook Messenger with your email address, and I will sign you up personally. I'll put you on the list, okay? So anyway, thank you for that. And if you're watching on YouTube on either Brian K. Morris Rising Tide Publications page or Geek Insider page, please, if you enjoyed what you saw here, smash that thumbs up part of your video. Also, please subscribe. It takes just a moment. It costs you nothing but a couple seconds of your time, and it's so greatly appreciated, and it helps us broadcasters so very much in so many ways. Also, be sure to ring the bell so you'll be notified of our future appearances on the air. And if you're watching on Facebook on the Indie Event or Rising Tide Publications page, please give that page a like. Again, it helps in our searchability, and we can expand the reach, especially if you've left a link in this broadcast, and we can get some fresh eyes in front of it. Okay, thank you very much for that, and please give the page a like. We would really love it. We just passed 2,200 likes on the Rising Tide Publications page. We'd like to hit 23 by the end of the year. So in closing, as always, this is Brian K. Morris saying, stay smart, stay safe, wash your hands, and never apologize for being awesome, because that's what you are. Thank you very much again for being here, and have a great Wednesday, everyone.
From author Brian K. Morris comes a classic hero in a high-flying, fast-paced, and action-packed steampunk adventure. The original Skyman battles the Master of Steam with an introduction by comics icon and historian Roy Thomas. A Rising Tide, an Ace Comics publication. Available now in print or digital format on Amazon.com. Stormgate Press presents a collection of 7 new short stories from today's leading authors and illustrators in the new pulp genre. Experience courageous two-fisted heroes and their intrepid and often dangerous exploits. From dark, watery depths to high-flying heights, these fantastic tales span the globe and take the reader on fast-paced adventures in classic pulp style. Take a seat as we pull back the curtain on days gone by with edge-of-your-seat storytelling in the vein of Golden Age era pulp fiction. This is Pulp Reality.
Thank you for tuning in to Nevermind the Furthermore, a Rising Tide Publications and Brian K. Morris production. Member of the Comic Book Advocating Network and sponsored by GeekInsider.com. Become part of our show with sponsorship and advertising opportunities. For details, contact advertising at GeekInsider.com or visit podcast.geekinsider.com. The Geek Insider podcast is available on your favorite app, so please hit the follow button and share it out to your friends, because if you don't, you might have to turn in your geek card.
Author Cindy Kep is writing on the edge. Books include Remnant in the Stars, The Loudest Actions, Lines of Succession, Mindstorm, Condemned Courier, the Yerushalayim series, and Animal Eye. Find author Cindy Kep at CKOEPP.com today.
From author Brian K. Morris comes a tale of irreverent holiday horror, told with much inappropriate humor. Dr. Victor Frankenstein creates the spirit of giving himself. Ho, ho, ho! Santastein, or the post-holiday Prometheus. Available at Amazon.com. Get your copy today. From author Brian K. Morris comes an epic tale of armor forged by a god, a hero forged by courage. and an ancient menace poised to re-emerge and threaten our world. Volcana, Rebirth of the Champion, is available on Amazon.com. Get your copy today.
Now, every Sunday morning, longtime independent comics creator and Indie Volt podcaster Randy Zimmerman hosts a discussion on the lighter side of comics, the more whimsical and fun comics out there on the Sunday Funnies. That's 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every Sunday on Indie Volt, indievolt.com, the Indie Volt YouTube channel, and the usual Indie Volt sites on Facebook. Listen in, won't you? Participate in the chat. Let's have some fun. See you there.
Southwest of Chicago, there is a small, secluded cemetery known as Bachelor's Grove, and it is one of the most haunted places in the United States. Author Brian K. Morris brings you a collection of writings that will help you navigate this ghostly graveyard, if you dare. The Haunting Scripts of Bachelor's Grove is available now on Amazon.com. Get your copy today.
This is the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Subscribe to us wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts. Also catch us on the HWWS Web TV YouTube channel. Subscribe today and become part of the legend.
Ooh, that made my nibbies hard.